All right. Welcome back to NYCFC Lots. My name is Jordan Liu, your host, and my co-host Dominic Vizioli is on the other side.
Yo, I'm
Is
eating a Snickers.
all right. So for today, what's this, episode 4?
Yeah,
So for
for
episode
sure.
4, we're gonna be recapping Seattle Sounders on decision day, Charlotte playoffs games 1 and 2, and then we're gonna preview Charlotte game 3. So first off, any comments on anything that's been going on in the NYCFC community so far?
Um, I mean, there hasn't been much. I did. Damn. Last time we added, actually, newest person was a few weeks ago. I'm not sure if it was before or after Seattle, but there isn't really a lot.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's start off with recapping decision day. Um, it was a decent match. I feel like we were on the back foot the entire match. Seattle had us completely outplayed, in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion.
Yeah.
We never truly looked comfortable. I think the last minute the equalizer before we conceded again was really lucky on us. We didn't. I feel it was a really scrappy goal, if I remember correctly, and it was a deserved loss in my opinion. Yeah,
We definitely got lucky.
yeah, for sure.
That, I mean, to start off, we couldn't fucking defend set pieces for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't.
And we're normally at least like decent at doing that. But both goals scored by Seattle, one was off a free kick scored by Jordan Morris, and the other is off a corner scored by a center back. Both were headers past the diving arms
Yeah, for sure.
of Matt Freeze. I
It was,
just
I think
don't know why.
we solved that problem at Seattle, but it was still not a great performance.
And that you are definitely right. That Nico goal, that was
You're
the
cutting.
took a
You
big oh
you cut out. Oh, you're back. You're back.
it took a big deflection of a Seattle defender, if I remember correctly. I remember like watching it in like section 104.
103. Yeah.
Yeah, 103, 104. Uh and I can still remember Nico taking the shot. It looked like it would have been cleared, or maybe it would have went wide, maybe. I don't know. But I think it took a deflection and just pretty much rolled into the back of the net where the
Yeah.
keeper couldn't get it.
At least
It's
for
just
me,
a
when Nico shot it, I
save
was
from
like,
Seattle.
I didn't even notice it went in until I heard everybody screaming. I'm like,
Yeah,
what the?
yeah.
Um,
As
I,
soon as that deflection happened, I knew it was going in.
yeah.
So.
The atmosphere that game was interesting. The pregame was all right. The previa was all right.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too special. City Voice and Tempados between 106 and 103 was really disorganized.
Yeah.
Um Aside from that, it was Seattle was it is a meh game. It wasn't nothing. There's nothing that special.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's a disappointing loss. It
It was
was
an
an
expected
expected
one.
loss.
It was an
We
expected
kept it
loss.
close.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
kept it close. That's all that matters.
All right, I want to move on to
We got a
Charlotte now.
lucky goal and couldn't defend against set pieces. So.
Yeah, for sure. We'll talk about Charlotte now. I think we predicted this last episode that we would be playing against Charlotte in at the bank, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I think we predicted we'd be fourth seed, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
So playing game 1 at the Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, we were really comfortable. Charlotte never looked comfortable. We played that game like a home game. We
Mm-hmm.
played that game like just such a convincing team. We were
And Matt,
amazing. That game,
Charlotte,
honestly. I don't think that goal by Alonso Martinez, that was more, in my opinion, it was more of a solo effort than anything. Like as a team, it would have been 0-0 without that, obviously. Which I need to say that we've defended amazingly against Charlotte so far in the series. Charlotte, I mean, of course, they've defended well too. I feel like the only reason we didn't score against them in game two is because Kalina, just such an amazing goalkeeper. But aside from that, we've defended amazingly well. And we've been playing really well. And especially for game one, we were just comfortable on the ball the entire time. Um, Charlotte Stadium was like half empty, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Despite that, it is an NFL stadium. Like the lower bowl alone is like 30,000. I feel like an issue with MLS is that, you know, the attendances still need to rise. Like, am I am I controversial for saying that I don't think opening day 2027 at the new stadium will be sold out? I said it.
No, I think it will. I think it will.
I don't think so. Especially since like when we can barely get in 20 like 15 20,000
No, our
for
average attendance is about 20,000.
yeah, when we can barely get in like 15 20,000 people, especially for like the mid-season like regular season matches in like June and July when everyone else has something better to do, especially since our supporters section is going to be one of the biggest in MLS. I feel like
Yeah.
that might be a
Yeah.
problem because I saw a bunch of Leagues Cup games where the supporters sections were only filled like past the fifth row and then the rest of it was just empty.
I'm looking at stats right now off transfer market. Our current average attendance around 21,000, 22,000, rounding up per game, which that's
Yeah.
yeah, sorry. The Etihad Parks is capacity is going to be approximately 25,000. So with an approximate attendance of 21,000 already, um,
Yeah.
and as well as it being an actual baseball stadium, us getting more fans, and especially if it being opening day at the Etihad Park in 2027, it's for sure going to be sold out. And the first few games of the Etihad Park will 100% be sold out.
I guess. The only thing I feel like it's just we haven't really gone back to that level of popularity since like 2015, 2016 when we had all those popular players. We had Patrick Vieira as our manager, we had Andrea Pirlo, we had David Villa, we had like Mix Discarud who was a player, like a starting caliber player for the USMNT for a while.
Yeah.
We just
Bro sleeping on
haven't.
Frank Lampard.
Oh my god, I totally forgot. I have his jersey too. I totally forgot about Frank Lampard. But yeah, we just haven't recovered from that like status we held in 2016, 2017. I think that with us winning you know, this
MLS Cup.
in 2021, it helped to bring our popularity back, but then like it's been like 4 seasons, so
The thing
it's
about
kind of
NYCFC, I'd like to
diminished
say,
since then.
is the great soccer boom of the United States of America after the 2022 World Cup really, really helped us, and I guess MLS in general. That's the reason I got into NYCFC as well. But um, just walking through New York City, like on average, I do see a lot of NYCFC shirts, merchandise. Oh, I see a lot of jerseys too. It's like we're slowly growing into one of the teams of New York. Like not like
Mm-hmm.
of course not Knicks level, not Mets, Yankees, Jets levels, but of course we're growing in popularity and we're
Will be massive one day.
one day, one day.
I have
Also,
hope.
like soccer isn't necessarily the sport of the United States, but but we're still growing massively as a team and as a club,
Mm-hmm.
and not only NYC, but in the United States and the world.
Yeah, I feel like the younger generation's definitely going to help with that. However, there are some things about the younger generation that I don't like. Like, for example, they prioritize their favorite player over their favorite team.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, it's why for
Also,
whatever
they switch
reason.
teams when
Like,
their favorite player moves.
yeah, that's a problem. I
Yeah, for
quote
sure.
this almost every day. As a wise man once said, I got this from Thiago, but still, it wasn't him that quoted it. Absolute goat, by the way. You can change your wife, your religion, your politics,
But
anything,
you can never
but you
change your team.
can never change your favorite football club. And that quote is so inspiring. I don't even know why we just like backtrack to this. I was what this whole like sub conversation stemmed off of. I was about to say that Charlotte had a really good atmosphere. They usually do. And so for us to walk into the bank game one and to steal that, Alonso Martinez, one of the, like continuing to do the things that he does, dribbled past four defenders to make that goal happen. It was unbelievable. And then, Kalina, Charlotte's goalie, really stood out in game two. I was watching like the game replay last night, and after like a certain save, he was like, like pumping his fist. And I was like, that's all NYCFC fans. Like, what is he doing that for? Because
It's
it was
to
like right behind the supporter
it
section.
was to
And
piss us off.
then,
It was to piss us off for sure.
no, I don't think it
No,
was
no, no. He was
because
looking at us. I remember looking towards Kalina. His eyes were like looking at the supporter section, and I was like, um, this bitch.
still there was there was someone with there was a Charlotte fan like right below the supporter section, and she had a sign that says Kalina saves. So it was kind of a play on words, but maybe that's what
Yeah.
he was
I don't
doing
know.
it too. But still,
Charlotte
I
brought
feel
an
like
absolutely massive away section to Yankee
mhm.
Stadium. It was that was I when I looked over and I saw that many Charlotte fans, it was like in the hundreds. I'm like, oh my God, that's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, Seattle only brought like what 50, 60.
That's still a crazy number though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Think it's more than what we bring to
yeah,
most away matches.
yeah, for
I
sure.
feel like
We bring like five usually,
yeah. In
but
game
like,
one,
no,
I I feel like in game one, not only Alonso, I mean, doing what he does best, but the team and specifically the back line. Like you said, we've defended really well. However, in game two, I think the team kind of like the roles reversed. We didn't look comfortable, and Charlotte did. They had a lot
no,
more
we.
chances.
I feel like because
We got lucky, I think, because two of their best chances ringed off the bar.
yeah, for sure. They hit the post twice. That
Mm-hmm.
one where he was about to go top ends, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
thank God.
yeah.
That would have,
However, Raul had a nice he still had a nice header off a corner. And then
yeah.
Thiago almost scored. Almost.
Kalina was amazing there. I can't,
Kalina stole the show.
for
Definitely
sure.
deserved
Man of the
man of the
match,
match.
for sure. Man of the match easily.
Mhm.
Let's going on to game three. I think it'll be, I don't want to say that we're gonna lose, but honestly, the bankers get crazy scary. But I want to say it's gonna be a 3-1 win for us.
You
Because
are way too overconfident.
I am very overconfident. But Raul, but we were also marching in with the mentality to win. Like Pascal Janssen was like, I've been looking at different mentalities from other sports, like Formula One and others, and I've been trying to make my mindset like theirs, and we're trying to make the team's mindset like theirs. He's making this team like get that mindset to become champions. So I think, and
Hold
also.
on.
we have the playoff experience that Charlotte does not, obviously. Like I don't have it on this jersey because I'm broke, but
We have the
we have a
star, but
star. We have a star over our badge.
where did he get Formula One from? Of all of the leagues,
No, 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 no. He has a point. Formula One has is arguably one of the hardest sports mentally in the entire world.
I get. Yeah.
Drive Driving is such a. I'm gonna go off topic here for just a second, but I'm a Formula One fan. I'm gonna say that, and F1 is just such a
Da,
hard.
da, da, da.
Max Verstappen, dun, dun, dun. But like aside from that, you have to race like it's tremendous amounts of pressure. You have to be focused for like over 1.5 hours straight, like complete precision, as well as you have to be more than perfect, honestly. Um, not gonna go on why F1 is hard, but I'm gonna say that Pascal Janssen is like, yeah, he's he's making this. He has the mindset that this team is gonna become champions, and I think that Pascal Janssen can win silverware with us. Whether it's the League Cup, the
I
Open
think
Cup,
he
the
will.
MLS Cup, I feel like
He will
I
at
feel
some point.
like Janssen. I feel like he's gonna win us the Open Cup.
I can see that. I feel like for game three, the goal is very clear. We need
Get
to
it?
do these things exactly and not do these things exactly, which NYCFC rarely ever does. But we need to be very specific in order to win. First of all, I feel like winner take all game three, Charlotte has that momentum. Even if it was a nil-nil draw and once again Kalina coming through to save that final penalty, even though it was he won game two for Charlotte, even if it was like I've said this already, but nil-nil draw, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Nil-nil draw, scrappy penalty shootout win. It doesn't matter. Charlotte still won. Okay.
Yeah, they have the momentum going
They
into the game.
have the momentum. So
Can I make
we need we need to play perfectly.
can I make one
Straight up.
comment? Can I make one
Yeah.
comment? We did it last year in Ohio, right? We won game
We
three
did.
away. We won game three away, whether it was on
We
penalties,
did.
whether it was the strangest penalty shootout of all time.
Five. I still remember watching that on TV. Five missed penalties in
It
a
was like in a
row.
row, I'm pretty sure.
Freeze was a wall that
And
game.
my dad was like, he didn't know any of the players, but when Micha stepped up, he's like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna score this one." I'm like, "Oh please, Micha!" And he fucking buries it top
Yeah.
in, if I'm not
Oh my
mistaken.
god. I remember because our group chat was relatively new at the time.
Yeah.
I formed it just to like let you and our other friend Babby like ask them like, yo, what section are you all sitting in for game two? Of course,
Oh
I couldn't
yeah.
make game two this year. I feel like the difference in that series last year versus this year, we didn't win game one last year, so we
Yeah, for
came
sure.
back. So I feel
But
like
I also feel
the same might happen
we're
this
also such a better side than last year.
year. Mm-hmm.
We're
Yeah.
so much we look so much better on the on and off the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Cushing was just not our manager, obviously,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
and
don't think so.
Janssen, I feel like he's 100% the person for NYCFC.
Mm-hmm. But I just,
Even if he can't get used to the AC that we use in the United States.
oh my god, yeah. how do you how
Oh
how
yeah,
do you?
funny story for you guys. So I went to the Adidas meet and greet of NYCFC, and I met Pascal
How
Janssen.
do
I was
you
like,
wear the tracksuit? I just do. The
no, the
U.S.
thing is,
uses too much AC.
yeah, he was like, the United States uses too much AC, and to be fair, he has a point. but
We
this
do.
man is wearing a tracksuit in like 90-degree weather.
95-degree weather. He pulled up. There was a Leagues Cup game. I forgot if it was against Puebla or Leon. First or second Leagues Cup game. It felt like 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And he was on the sidelines wearing that tracksuit. He was
Madman.
wearing the exact same fit as he was on Saturday, just with a vest. And the temperature difference is like 45 degrees between late July and early November. It's just, but yeah, I remember watching that game against Cincinnati. And then when the player fired it over the bar, I was like, oh my God, please. And then naturally, Micha buried it. The rest is history.
Yeah.
I feel like for game 3 tomorrow, we need to play perfectly. I feel like letting a goal in. I feel like we lose if we let a goal in. This
Yeah.
has
It's a
1-0
it's about the mental.
scrappy, grinded out Alonso Martinez wonder goal written all over it. He's gonna do some crazy shit again where he's backed into a corner, dribbles out of two defenders, runs up, corner of the box, first time, top corner.
Yeah. I
We
can
win the
see.
game 1-0.
I
I could
have
legitimately see that happening.
I have a gut feeling Agustino Hera is gonna finally learn how to finish a shot.
Interesting topic.
Oh yeah, I don't want to speak about finishing because
Oh
that
my God,
Julian Fernandez
Juli.
penalty gives me
Oh
nightmares.
my God. I'm
That
just
penalty
gonna.
really, that penalty, he could have just gone straight down the middle and it would have gone
Yeah.
in. He could have done
Hmm.
anything and it would have gone in if it,
Yeah. He could replace that right foot with anything in the world, and it would be better than what he has on his right foot right now.
I know.
Oh my God.
Whatever it is, it's whatever. We lost game two. We just got to move
Yeah.
on.
I feel like we can't let a goal in. We need to play pretty much perfectly. The team needs to know what's at stake, and Pascal has done a good job of that, like with the F1 mentality. And I don't think we can go to pens either. We need to score a goal within 90 minutes, or once again, we will lose on pens. If it
Yeah.
finishes 0-0, we're pretty much finished because the last time it ended 0-0 after 90 minutes and it went to a penalty shootout was the Saturday before when we lost. And then my even though I said that Alonso could score like an amazing goal to win us the game, I'm not sure if I still have a score prediction for this game. This series I feel like is the closest out of all of the first round series
Yeah.
in the playoffs.
I think that Charlotte, I'm not sure if they released
Super
anything yet,
even.
but I think they might be opening the upper deck.
Mm.
I'm
That
looking at,
upper deck's gonna make a difference because I
I'm,
don't think they opened it game 1.
I'm looking at their, thing right now. They might, I'm not sure though. I'm looking at their website right now. Yeah, I'm not sure. They might. But whatever it is, I think we got this. We've played in these high pressure situations before. We played in front of that Portland crowd. It's obviously not the same group of players, but we have played in front of that Portland crowd and won. I mean, we didn't even win. We tied, but it's whatever.
I think we can win.
I think
I'm
so.
not sure if we can win.
We have the power, we have the place, we have the ability to win. It's just up to the players and staff if we do.
I
I think
think we can win. I'm just not sure if we'll win. I don't have a prediction. I may not even
um
have a prediction by the time game 3 kicks off tomorrow,
I
7
did say
p.m.
3-1
I will
earlier.
be at the third rail watch party.
Nice.
I will
I'm
be
gonna
at
watch
one.
from home, but what I'm gonna say is I said 3-1, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I said 3-1 earlier. I don't think it's gonna be 3-1. Um, it's gonna be one or two goal. It's gonna be a one goal difference for sure. I'm not, but I can't give
Hmm.
anything more than that.
Yeah. Score prediction, like it's super unknown. It could
For sure.
go any way this game three. I feel like that's what a lot of both NYCFC fans and Cincinnati fans thought before game three last year. It could really go any way for anyone watching the series. I feel like a lot of people thought that it could go either way. And we lost. We kind of had kind of embarrassing that game one loss, and then we stormed back game two. Santi penalty, section 106. I was there
Yeah,
first
I
game
was
in the
sitting next to you,
supporter
bro. What do you
section
mean I
next to
was
you.
there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then game three, that was one of my favorite NYCFC games I've ever watched in person or on TV. But I feel like that's all the time we have for NYCFC lads.
Actually, no, we have like 10
Episode
minutes.
four.
We have like over 10 minutes left, I think, actually.
Well, we usually get these done in 30 minutes anyway.
Yeah, something
So
like that.
yeah.
Also, I want to say, I'm for sure gonna be watching that game, Western Conference semifinals. Thomas Müller
Ooh, yeah,
versus
yeah,
Heung-min
yeah,
Son.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be a
yeah.
crazy
Mm-hmm.
game at the
Mm-hmm.
BC place as well.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
Vancouver is a really good atmosphere.
yeah, and LAFC is gonna bring a lot of energy, of course, with Heung-min Son
Mm-hmm.
as well on the team. But I think that's really it. I
I
think
feel like, hold on, I feel like Sonny has had a bigger like instant impact than Messi had when he
yeah, for
first came
sure.
to Miami. I feel like
Um,
it's tough to do because Messi has basically just taken over MLS, which is
yeah,
once
Messi
again
League
something I
soccer.
don't like. Yeah,
If
I
if
feel like
Heung-min's the if Son had the entire season, he would have been Golden Boot easily.
yeah, if Messi is the M in MLS, then I feel like Son can be the S.
Yeah, and
I I
The L, remove the A in Alonso, we have that.
Messi, Lonzo, Son. Perfect.
Exactly. But
There's your big three.
I'm gonna
I
say
feel like
I don't see us, but I'm gonna bring it back to topic real quick. I don't see us winning the MLS Cup this season or in the next few seasons, but I think next 3 years we win silverware. Whether
hmm
it, I don't think it's gonna be the MLS Cup, but I think we're gonna win either Open Cup or Leagues Cup in the next 3 years.
yeah. Going back to the Sunny thing, I know it's just a bit we're just rambling
Yeah, for
at this
sure.
point. But I feel like Son, it's tough because Messi's just had such a big impact on the league and with the fans. I feel like Son might draw a bigger crowd to
Yeah, for sure.
MLS. It's
But it's
possible.
also it's also Vancouver Whitecaps. They're gonna 100% fill a BC place to hell. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that game's gonna be tough for LAFC, but I picked them to win it all this year. But still, my brother's telling me to get out. That is all the time we have for NYCFC lads. I'm Dominic Vitioli. As always, along with Jordan Liu. As always, stay sexy. Dale Nueva York.
dale Nueva York, señores. Vamos. Good, good luck to the boys. Game three. If they're watching this, and let's go. Come on. All right, meeting is ending. Okay, hold on, I didn't end it yet. All right, see ya. Peace out from NYCFC
Peace.
lads. See you episode 5, which either our season will be over, or we're gonna be freaking screaming into the mic. We won!
Yeah.
I pray. All right,
Yeah.
see y'all.
Mm-hmm.